It has been an absolute insane 12 hours in the United States of America regarding foreign policy and the war between Israel and Iran. And it has only highlighted how incompetent and how not at this moment and how unready and mentally unstable President Taco Tits is. Last night, he puts out this post on Lie Social. Israel and Iran came to me almost simultaneously and said, peace. I knew the time was now. The world and the Middle East are the real winners. Both nations will see tremendous love, peace, and prosperity in their futures. They have so much to gain and yet so much to lose if they stray from the road of righteousness and truth. The future for Israel and Iran is unlimited and filled with great promise. God bless you both. And Fox News was just so proud of him last night, you guys. They were so proud after he sent out this post. They didn't play the tape through. They just thought, oh my God, he put out this post. It's amazing he solved the Middle East conundrum that has been fucking over the world for decades. Here's Jesse Waters on it.
No one knew a thing about it. We've got cruise missiles coming out of the water, 2.5 hours launched. They hit with precision timing while we crawl into Iranian airspace. And the retaliation, you could track on Uber Eats. They call us ahead of time. They tell us where it's going to be. I mean, at this point, we've got articles of impeachment against President Trump. Maybe it's time to carve Roosevelt off the of Rushmore and make a big granite hat, because this is one of the most impressive things we've seen in 50 years.
So impressive. They're going to put him on Mount Rushmore. Here's Kellyanne McEnany, and she's so proud of President Trump.
Rather than World War III, we may get more peace. And rather than 34 felony counts, President Trump may end up with 34 Nobel Peace Prizes. That was for the leftists. You can clip this and make it go viral and go nuts.
Oh, we are clipping it, Kaylee. We are clipping it and making it go viral because you're a dipshit, a short-sighted dipshit that doesn't understand how serious this moment is. And your sole goal is not to report on the truth, but it's to report to comfort a broken, senile man's old ego. Well, after all of that happened last night, Pumps, you'll be surprised, zero, that the bombing continued.
Right.
And Trump has to go get on Air Force One this morning, and the press is asking him about the ceasefire that he negotiated that was immediately broken. And here's what he had to say about that.
Yeah, we basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
So if they don't know what the fuck they're doing, Taco Tits, why the fuck are you getting involved in it and taking a victory lap, and all of your cult is going around putting you on Mount Rushmore and you're getting the Nobel Peace Prize? This is so pathetic and it's so wildly dangerous.
It is so wildly dangerous. And I got so tickled about the Nobel Peace Prizes. But what I see in Donald Trump's response this morning is he honestly believes all the horse shit that Fox News spews and that MAGA tells him, you're so great, you're so powerful, you can do anything. He did not understand that he got played. He did not understand that Benjamin Netanyahu led that horse to water and he went right, did exactly what he wanted him to do. Now he's got egg all over his face and he seems genuinely shocked that he's not the supreme emperor of the whole world.
And let's just remember, too, he believes everything that Fox News says about him, but more dangerously, he believes and trusts Benjamin Netanyahu.
Right.
And he believes and trusts Vladimir Putin. And so the egg on his face is all day, every day, non-stop. And then this morning, it gets even crazier. So this is after he boards Air Force One and says that Iran and Israel don't know what the fuck they're doing, which again begs the question, why are you involved in it? And is that a classic case of projection on your part? Because you're the one that doesn't know the fuck what you're doing. And you're way over your skis on this because Benjamin Netanyahu has literally been playing 5D chess trying to get to Iran for decades. And something I just want to point out here really quick. Last night, when all of the Trump cultists were making their appearances and like, he's going to win a Nobel Peace Prize and all of this stuff, they were talking about how horrible Iran is to women. And they were talking about how horrible Iran is to gay people. And I have two things to say. Number one, what about Saudi Arabia? They're horrible to to women and horrible to gay people? What about MAGA? What about evangelical Christianity? So if you want to join us in the movement to support human rights, welcome aboard, but you don't get to cherry pick whoever Benjamin Netanyahu wants to bomb, because Saudi Arabia, I want to remind everybody, they funded 9/11. Okay. So, I mean, this is just insane, and it's so intellectually dishonest. And all of these people are so over their skis on dealing with this. It's pathetic. But here's what Taco Tits put on after he said, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Israel, do not drop those bombs. If you do, it is a major violation. Bring your pilots home now. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. So first and foremost, do you think Benjamin Netanyahu, who is a war criminal right now, who starves out civilians in Gaza, is going to listen to you? He doesn't listen to anybody. He is a maniacal sack of shit. So you need to get that through your head. Then after that post, then he posts this, and this is just insane. Israel is not going to attack Iran. All planes will turn around and head home while doing a friendly plane wave to Iran. Nobody will be hurt. The ceasefire is in effect. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. This tells me right here that somebody in Israel, either Benjamin Netanyahu or some people, some underlings, said, oh, yeah, the planes are over there, Pawpaw. You know, they're like, oh, Trump's got a day pass again from the memory wing at the nursing home. Oh, yeah, our planes, yeah. You're seeing on radar that our planes are overrun. Yeah, we're just doing a friendly wave. Don't worry, we're doing the ceasefire, big buddy. You go on to the Netherlands. Nobody takes this man seriously. And the reason that Benjamin Netanyahu felt like he could be provocative with Iran is because the United States executive branch and the United States Department of Defense has never, ever, ever been this compromised in the history of our country. And you have the United States, which used to be a world leader in all of these things, getting dog walked by these dictators because Trump is so impotent, ignorant, stupid, and deranged that they just sit here and play him and manipulate him. And he actually went to Lie Social and said they're doing a plane wave. And nobody tells him, you're getting played here, buddy.
Nobody tells him because the White House and the Trump administration are like WWE. It's all fake. It's all grandstanding and boasting. Nobody has an ounce of sense. This man, we should be talking about this man conducting foreign policy on a failed social media platform all day, every day. We should be talking about the fact that he couldn't spell his name correctly yesterday, hence now he's signing all of his Lie Socials because he wants to prove he can sign his name. But I agree with you. We are the weakest we have ever been. Who is advising him? Is it Pete Hegseth? Oh, no, we figured out it. He's just going with his vibe. It's just a vibe. People's lives are at stake.
I'll tell you who's advising him. It's Benjamin Netanyahu. And Vladimir
that's
Putin.
Fair. That's fair.
Who's advising the president of the United States. So this man who comes out with this America First agenda is always putting the needs of other countries to before our own. And I just want to say, and I think this needs to be hammered nonstop, because I watched some corporate news last night and I saw how all of the Trump sycophants were spinning this. Iran shouts death to America. Iran throws gay people off buildings. Iran is terrible to women. Well, number one, I'm so pleased to hear that you all care about gay rights and women's rights. But number two, Saudi Arabia funded 9/11. Saudi Arabia dismembered Jamal Khashoggi, turned him into acid and poured him down the drain. And the United States of America goes over to Saudi Arabia and plays patty cake. And guess what, Saudi Arabia, what they are with human rights? Women, none. Gay people, none. So if you're going to be for human rights, have some clarity about it. Don't cherry pick when you have to, we care about human rights right now because we're going to make Iran great again. This is the type of moral duplicity that exists in evangelical Christianity that sets the psychological soil for this type of dissonance to live and kill democracy. And it does it time and time again. And there is this whole movement right now where if you speak out against Benjamin Netanyahu and you speak out against the Israeli government, then you feel scared that you're going to be labeled an anti-Semite. And nobody is more anti-Semitic than the deluded rapture preppers surrounding Donald Trump that want the Jews to be in Israel for their apocalyptic fantasy to play out when Jesus Christ comes down and guess what? Sends them all to hell to burn forever. Forever in their mind. I don't believe that shit. I think that's magical thinking bullshit. But these people do. And this is the way that these dictators gain access to power is through the weak intellectual Americans. And the intellectually weak Americans are the religious right. They are our weakness, and they have sought power for decades, and they've got it. And they have this fucking moron that they can dog walk as well. Mm-hmm. So all I know is this: Trump defers to Vladimir Putin. Trump defers to Benjamin Netanyahu. And Trump defers to these crazy, crazy, hardline evangelical Christians who, by the way, we played a tape yesterday, just do a little casual tongue talking on their way in to work at the White House every morning. This is insane. But then you talk to Democratic politicians and it's like, oh, well, I don't want to judge anybody's religion. Fuck that. Judge it. They're breathtaking hypocrites.
They're breathtaking hypocrites. And for them to sit around and act like Iran is the problem when they have the exact same thing. I mean, we're taking away women's rights. Women are dying in this country. They are taking every protection away from Black and brown people. We have zero due process. The homophobia is at a fever pitch. And I look at Saudi Arabia, and that's such a great point you make. You know why Saudi Arabia gets a pass? Because he gives money to Trump and his family members. That's why. Because Donald Trump can be bought. Full stop. He doesn't give a shit.
The United States has had a long time problem with Saudi Arabia.
No, I know, but
because we're stuck on that oil tit. And
Yes.
it's Obama goes over there. Every United States president does it. And we've had a long lack of moral clarity regarding this. And both sides, the Democrats and the Republicans, like to say that, oh, they say death to America, Iran, and they're trying to get a nuclear weapon. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia is far more insidious because they come over and go, oh, we're going to host a golf tournament. We're going to sports wash our image. Meanwhile, they were the funders of 9/11, that moment when we saw as Americans sitting at home or at work watching a TV when planes flew into the World Trade Center, that was funded by the Saudis. These were not rogue actors. And yet what happens? They get a pass from every administration. And so this is what I think is at the heart of the American problem right now. A lack of clarity and always a deference to money. Always. And who's lost in all of that are working class Americans get dicked over and get dicked over. So they were with the Democrats for a long time, and then they've left, and now they're over with the Republicans a long time. And both times they get fucked over by both parties. And that fuck over, that dick over of the middle class is what has left this vacuum for Donald Trump to do all of this shit and to completely ruin our entire country. All right, that's all we have for today. We'll see you all later.